Ladies and gentlemen, Trump decided to go pay his respects to Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And what happened is probably something he never expected. He was booed loudly, and you could clearly hear the crowd chanting, "Vote him out, vote him out." And you know how ultra sensitive Trump is, right? He can't stand being criticized, he cannot handle it. This man is very emotional about those kind of things. I'm going to go ahead and play this video. Woo! Man, that must have burnt Trump. Woo, that had to burn. So this came out on CNN Politics September 24th, 2020. Trump booed as he pays respects to Ginsburg at court. Emerging at the top of the Supreme Court steps on Thursday, President Donald Trump heard something he doesn't often hear, at least directed towards him: booing. Vote him out. And the crowd, when they were chanting, the crowd was pretty clear. It was very audible. You could hear them, you know. Vote him out, vote him out. Crowds began chanting when Trump appeared before the flag draped coffin containing the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who died last week after a long bout with cancer. With his face concealed behind the mask, another rarity for the president, who does not often wear one in public, Trump glanced over to where the crowd had gathered nearby. His wife, First Lady Melania Trump, who's probably the most uninterested First Lady of all time, looked straight ahead. The chants grew louder as Trump stood before the coffin, framed by massive, they're talking about the big columns that were out there. So a few moments after standing silently, the pair returned to their limousine and drove back to the White House. I guess they did. They didn't get no cheers at all. Outside the Oval Office, Trump was seen in animated conversation with top aides, including the Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows. It's not often Trump finds himself confronted face to face with his opposition. He was loudly booed when attending Game 5 of the World Series. I remember that. I did a video on that too, y'all. I remember that. He was. Afterwards, he scheduled visits to a friendlier sports venues such as the Daytona 500. Question about the scene at the court later that day, Trump said he could barely detect the boos. He heard those boos, y'all. He heard them. I don't think that was just a political chant. We could hardly hear it where we were, Trump said on the South Lawn as he departed the White House. Oh, maybe he's right, you know? He is an old man. He probably can't hear from that distance. Okay. Somebody said there was some chanting, but they were right next to the media. But we could hardly hear too much. We heard a sound, but it wasn't very strong. Earlier, earlier, somebody at the White House had expressed their dismay in the briefing over the chanting that were out there. I travel with the president all across the country, and everywhere we go, the streets are lined up with support like I don't think any other president has had previously. Okay, so you're saying that this is the only president that people ever lined up out on the street and cheered for. Is that what you're trying to say? Y'all always trying to make it seem like Trump is the only this and Trump is only that. And Trump has done this and other presidents didn't. And y'all play that game all the time. It's so fake, it ain't even funny. Fake, fake. When he travels around the country, Trump typically meets with supportive crowds. At his rally in Pittsburgh, say they're feeling butt sore. Look at what they're saying to the press. They're feeling butt sore. Oh, well, when he's at his rallies, they cheer for him. Duh, those are his supporters. I would gather that they would cheer for him at a rally. So they're now just going into the article. They just want to point out where everybody is cheering for him at when he goes. Well, when he goes around the country, they cheer for him. At his rallies, they're cheering for him. Sound like some butt sore stuff to me. Trump said he was visiting the court to pay respects and had been careful this week to avoid maligning the late justice who, you notice he didn't have time for John Lewis' funeral or Elijah Cummings' funeral. Well, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, he all of a sudden he got time to be over there. He didn't have time for the other two people in Congress that died, but nah, he got time for this. Okay, Captain Obvious. Okay, so it's just talking about he ordered the flags lowered at half mast. But if y'all remember John McCain, he tried not to do that at all. He didn't want to do it for John McCain at all. Oh, this is hilarious. Yeah, I think Americans are showing how they feel about you and what we're like. I would say like what, about 6 weeks away from the election? I don't know, Trump. Mm-mm-mm. Sure don't look very supportive out there to me. But y'all, please tell me what you think of Trump being booed when he went to pay his respects at the Supreme Court. I never saw that happen to a president before, especially when somebody dies. This is by far the first time I've ever seen this. If you've seen this before, please put it in the comment section. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.